that's the metric you should go by. Like wait until after the scenario is done before you say like the setup was bad.
Well,
The dice can
I,
save it, and then all you have to do is play it cool.
I, no, I can't even fake it. Um, years ago, I knew this guy who knew some people who knew Latin.
Hmm.
That's kind of convoluted. And I asked them how you would say in Latin, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Now it's going to make that's going to make that my motto.
And
I have that, and I have no idea where I put it. I printed it out and stuck it somewhere, and now it's gone.
it seemed like a good idea at the time.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Oh boy. All right. I'm just gonna pull up the scenario card, but otherwise we are good to go. Um, I didn't do the usual spiel. Hello, everybody. Let's play 35 plus years. The stuff you probably should know this by now. And if you're a new viewer, then thank you. But we are playing Fnatic Enterprises FE-82, I believe, Mokra Melee. This is from, I think it's called their Blitzkrieg pack. I always forget because I don't think they ever had like front pages or whatever. I don't think I have it. I probably just don't have it. Anyways, Mokra Melee. So this is a two-board scenario. We have, interestingly, the Polish are the ones that are actually attacking. So the Germans get a little bit of a respite here. It is a pretty dense scenario for what it is, and but hopefully we'll be able to get through it. Shouldn't be too hard. The only things to really keep in mind here are that the Poles win if they have 45 or more VP at game end. This is calculated normally via CVP. They also gain exit VP. It's gained normally, and there's one VP which is awarded for each board 48 building that the Polish control. Um, the only thing I'm not 100% sure on, and I'm going to have to go on a limb and guess because there's no mention anywhere. In fact, I will check the ASL scenario archive.com. Not that I'm sponsored by them or anything, but they're pretty cool and I love their website. In case there's any errata. Yeah, so there's the same problem as I had just come up with. Although apparently this is available on Fnatic Enterprise's website, which I think is defunct by now. Anyways, point of all this shenaniganery being that the exit VP are counted if the Polish troops exit the south edge. So basically, the bottom of the board, which makes sense. They're trying to push through, blah blah blah. It's just that the scenario card itself does not specify this. So, just in case it matters or becomes important later on. Other than that, EC is moderate, no wind at start. And the only thing to really care about is that all the woods are light woods. It doesn't cost as much to enter a light wood hex, but that's not going to really matter because there's you're the majority of the light wood is on board 52, and the Polish troops are going to leave that, so it doesn't matter. You still get the +1 to EM. So,
Am I going to leave it?
well, ideally,
I don't know.
I'm fine. I'm fine in the town. I don't need to move.
I feel pretty timid tonight. As long as they got Netflix, we're gonna stay. Well, I guess they don't have a building to watch Netflix in. I guess we'll have to take some buildings to watch some Netflix. All right.
So, there you go. That's how they get you. It's strange too because there's no unless this is not added in the version that I have, there's no light woods index. And if you check woods, it's not in there in the terrain rules. So it's really just what the scenario card says, which is regular woods except AFV enter as 1/3 fraction movement points instead of half. and you don't take a bog check. Polish MMCs do have assault fire, so that is something to keep in mind, because that is very, very powerful.
And I always forget it.
Well, I'll try to remind you a couple times when it doesn't mean my squad is obliterated by whatever firepower.
Okay. Fair enough.
But yeah, you're good to go.
Okay. I'm starting route phase. No, route phase. That's route already. Rally phase. No, I ain't got none.
I got nothing.
Okay, prep fire.
Oh,
What's there left to do here? Oh,
before you take any shots, put your sniper counter. I forgot mine as well, which I think legally I can only put it there. So, well, maybe not only, but that's kind of the biggest spot. Your sand number is 2. Mine is a wonderful 3.
Sniper.
3. I think all our ELR, yeah, both our ELRs are 3 as well, so pretty standard stuff. Basically, as long as you're not rolling 12, you don't have to worry about it. I have to worry about it once I start rolling 11s, which is pretty bad.
How about there? Mine is a 2. 2.
Yeah, sand 2 is not that fantastic. Keeps you honest, because that way you can't just throw shots out, like the really desperate shots, anyways.
All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I should do.
Okay. Did you get any concealment or?
I didn't bother with it, to be honest. I don't think there's any I could get. Everybody is in LOS outside of maybe this 8-0 and maybe this guy with the LMG. No, the LMG guy's spotted by this guy. Yeah, no, I'd put it on one guy. It's not worth it.
All right. Let's go left to right. My left.
What? Huh?
So.
Wait.
Let's do the. Oh God, I have to press my face so close up to the screen anymore. This guy, that guy. You know who I'm talking about. Z1.
You can always, if you hold control and you left click, you can always do the circle.
Mm-hmm. Hold control.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Well, he's not doing anything yet. That guy's not doing anything yet. This guy will take a nice shot at the mortar. That guy.
Okay. W1. Okay, and it's
this guy.
4 up 1.
Okay. IFT. There we go. 9. Off.
My guys breathe a sigh of relief.
Okay. This mortar wants to. Well, no. This guy.
Yep.
Wants to tag this.
Sure.
With a shot. So mortar, that's a 2-hit, correct?
Yeah. It's gonna be really hard to blow up the vehicle, but it's worth a chance.
I'm gonna try. Where's the 2-hit table? It was in there somewhere.
If you go to the regular ones, like the QRDC, it's the 3rd tab. Area fire, though, on a vehicle is always strange in that you have to do your 2 hits, and then it's against the aerial armor factor, which I'm just going to go straight to right now so that we Save us a little bit of time here.
All right.
This is on the C 7.11 table. I should just go to the charts. But yeah, so you're doing a 2-hit chance, and then depending on what you roll, then we go from there.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 7. Roll again?
Should be a hit.
Target type and range, area, range of 0 to 6. It's a red 7. Okay. So to kill?
I believe so, yeah. So the idea is like you're using a high explosive. Yeah, you're using high explosive, and there's going to be the various stuff for like the armor factor, aerial armor factor stuff, which I believe it might be a 0 on this one. Armor factor A of 0, yeah. I just have to roll it, and then we'll see, because the only other thing I can imagine is that there's like some other inherent like difficulty with hitting a vehicle with aerial target type, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Rolling.
Your to kill is 5, so you rolled 1 above. It will not be a kill. I don't have any armor. Is there anything else here? I'm not rear facing, although I don't think that would matter. It's not moving target. It's not crew exposed. There's no elevation advantage. No, I think, but it might be. What is that? Hull hits? Does anything says bomb direct fire? Man, what does includes aerial fire? Wow. Okay, so that immobilizes the vehicle, I believe. I'm just gonna double check here, but that looks correct. So aerial armor factor. When it's optimally positioned or mortar fire being indirect and trajectory is always resolved. Ah, what? But
What'd I do?
it's not something you did. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm kind of flabbergasted by this not being possible, even though. Okay, so, it might just mean that I'm not immobilized. Is the only thing. So apparently mortar attacks aren't considered against aerial armor factor, which the only reason I can understand why is because otherwise it'd be too easy to hit and then potentially blow up a vehicle. So it basically says that it counts as like OBA versus vehicle, and in that regard, you take the vehicle line on the IFT for an unarmored vehicle against an AFV. You still use the IFT roll, which are just going to count as your TK as an IFT, because we're not like it's not going to change anything. There's no point rolling a second time essentially. So you'd have to get a final KIA, and then that's where you have the result. So you would have to get a 1, and I believe a K might do something. So a final KIA result destroys the AFE but allows normal survival possibilities. A final DR that is a K number or one above the K number creates either an automatic or possible shock or immobilization. Okay, that's where that stuff comes in. I just want to check to make sure if there's anything about aerial armor factor. Use the OBA's original. Oh, I see. Okay. So AFV's vulnerability is not increased by partially armored. Original IFT die roll versus AFE to determine hit location of that OBA attack. TEM applies for IFT. target type is resolved with one of the potential. So essentially, you roll a 6. There's a -1 for all of my armor factors being 4 or less, which brings it to a 5. Unfortunately, a 46 millimeter is a 5, which is halved to 2.5. So the vehicle to kill number, or the vehicle star number, is 4. And on that track, so it doesn't, a 4 on a 2.5, or sorry, a 5 on a 2.5 does not produce a K number result or a KIA, and it is not the one above K2. So essentially nothing happens, which is unfortunate. But you do get acquisition. So I'll put down a counter for you. You do get acquisition, and you didn't get rate of fire. Never mind.
Okay.
Something to keep in mind too, because I always forget. I'm pretty sure it's possible, but Prepfire I don't believe limits you to the use of one support weapon, because that wouldn't make sense. So I believe you can still shoot the squad. The only thing about it is, like, I really, I've been confused by this a couple times. I do need to check the acquisition status and how that affects the squad using the vehicle shooting, but I can worry about that afterwards.
All right. Hmm. All right. Well, the anti-tank rifle there.
Yep.
We'll shoot at
How dare
this
you?
lovely guy. I know. I'm sorry. That's okay. I won't hit it anyway.
You say that, but you only have a +1 on your shot.
I know to hit. Let's see.
There you go. Hit and rate of fire.
Oh, sweet. All right. And now the kill. Kill the mofo. Ha!
All right. Well,
Dodge.
at least you had rate of fire.
All right. I'll try that shot again then.
Sure.
No.
Yeah. Off by 1.
Yeah. All right. He's gonna stay there.
12.
This.
Sorry. Yep.
Yeah. This lovely BMG
All right.
will fire at. Yeah. Do I? He's gonna shoot at the squad in this building.
Okay.
So that's just 2 plus 2.
2 plus 3. There is one hindrance.
Plus 3. Oh yeah.
No.
All right. This will be all these hindrances. All right, let's go here. This anti-tank rifle will shoot at your Panzer, whatever that thing is.
Yeah, like a Panzer 1A or something. I forget what they are.
Panzer 1B, 2A.
1B.
All
yeah,
right.
1B.
A hit.
Yep.
And kill. Yeah.
Oh wait, do you get?
Like it.
okay. Apparently, anti-tank rifles don't get acquisition. That sucks.
Well, we have to take this one off then too.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna check because it says LATWs, but LATWs usually, yeah, they don't. Man, that's dumb. That's silly. I understand because like, they kind of they mash the Piat and the bazooka Panzerfaust all together. So it's like okay, I get why they don't have acquisitions, but anti-tank rifles, crazy.
Hmm. All right. Well, these guys are going to. Oh, damn. They're going to form a fire group and shoot at your AFB here.
Okay,
An I8. So that would be
it's
8
8 up 2.
minus 2.
Yeah,
Rolling
because
an
they won't
I8.
get the leader because the leader is in. If you're fire grouping, you have to have a leader in each of the locations, and then it's
Oh, okay.
only the best leader that would apply, or the worst leader. Sorry.
Okay. And what's my charts?
Yeah, so essentially, if you're shooting with those two guys, the only thing that you're doing or could do would be if you get a morale check or a pintash check, it might force the crew to button up, or you might get, I forget if you get a shock out of it, but you could go for a result like that because it's open. It is open top. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try. Just roll from the to hit again.
It's just a straight IFT.
Or IFT.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my god.
look, you're getting them out early. This is once things start getting brutal and you're getting the 2s and 3s all the time. That's when it'll really matter.
You are so optimistic.
Look, yeah, I've played enough ASL to know that like frustration can come, but there's always gonna be a silver lining at some point. Might not be this scenario specifically, although I hope for it, but it'll show up. Trust me.
All right. My 20L. Let's see what the 20 long can do here against your AFV.
So that'll be plus. Might just be a +2. If we draw it, yeah. So there's one hindrance, and then the vehicle is a small vehicle. So yeah,
Okay.
and then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you need a 7 or less, I believe. Oh no, wait, you have your button up as well. You need a 6 or less. Yeah, you need a 6 or less to hit. Hey, got it on the money.
All right. And to kill.
Do you get double? You might actually get multiple hits. Multiple hits. Unless there's something that says it doesn't apply. CS, stun, recall, yada yada. I don't see it there. Multiple hits. Jeeps, yeah. So yeah, so roll 2 kills, and the better of the 2 is the one that will get the effect.
Not that one.
All right. So 20L. 20L, what are we looking at here? It's AP, because there's no reason for you to shoot HE at it. So 20L is 6 as a base number. There is no increase, unfortunately, and I have at least 1 armor, which brings it up to an 8 on 6. So there's no kill or penetration, but you got really close. Is the main takeaway. You also do get acquisition from that. So let's.
Where's the acquisition guy?
There you go.
Yeah. Crap. All right. My 37 here.
Mm-hmm.
Going to go after the same target then.
You'll have to turn his turret. Because right now you're since you're pointing down this way,
Oh.
yeah, you'd be you can change it because if that was your plan the entire time, then there's no I don't see why you wouldn't have your turret facing the right way.
My plan was to skirt the edge of the board, but yeah, I'll turn the turret. I need to take that guy out. Where's the turret?
Turret, it's a one. I think it's +3 no matter what. I think a one-man turret is treated as as a slow turret. Let me just double check this real quick. Vehicle counters, inferior, blah blah
That's
blah.
what
One-man
what?
turret is treated. Yeah, okay, it's considered ST type. So there's a +2 for turning the turret, +1 for being button up, and then +1 for hindrance, and +1 for small size. I believe this says hindrance too. Ah, really? Okay, well, so there's 2 hindrance, small size, +3, so there's +6. So you need
Uh,
a 3 or less.
3 or less. No. Oh, what a waste. What a waste.
Then this is this way. There
Your men are still napping.
we go.
Why even?
Wait, why does that mark it CE? There should be button up. Weird.
Well, nothing went the way I wanted. But all right. Yeah, let's call that done.
Okay.
Next is
Movement
movement.
phase.
All right, armored cars over here. Guess I should show you.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's going to move. Each hex is 3 movement points, but grain. I forget what grade.
Yeah, so you spend 1 to start it, and then open ground is, I think it's 3 for armored
3 for
cars.
armored card, yeah.
Yeah, and grain is 4. So that's I'm just gonna put a counter here just so I'm gonna need one as well later on anyways, but let's change this so that it reads MP just so. So you spend 1 to start.
On the start, that would be 4.
Sounds good.
That would be 7.
Okay.
Would be 10.
Mm-hmm.
Orchard is
Still 3, yeah.
also,
Yeah.
and no bomb check or anything.
No, not as far as I know. I think you pay extra for, well, if there's a road going through it, you blah blah blah, but there is none, so.
That's 13.
Mm-hmm.
16.
Sounds good.
19.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 to turn, correct?
Yeah. And then you're staying in motion, so you get this counter.
Okay, this guy right here is going to be doing the same thing.
Okay.
So 1 to start.
Mm-hmm.
4. 7.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Yep.
16.
Mm-hmm.
And 19
Mhm.
and 1 to turn.
Okay.
What? I don't know if you want. Did I turn that too much?
Unless you were maybe one in the wrong direction.
I think it was 1 in the wrong direction. Did I accidentally hit twice? No, there we go. All right. This guy. 15. Oh, he's fully tracked too. So.
Yeah, so she doesn't have any of the issues. I think grain is just one as well. Let me double check here. Fully tracked. Grain, yeah, grain is just one. So unless you're going into woods, you don't really have anything to worry about.
Oh yeah, how is it gonna go? 1.
Mm-hmm. Well, start for 1, then 2, 3.
Oh, start. That's right.
Yeah, just add
Start
1.
2, 3, 4,
Mm-hmm.
5,
Yep.
6,
Sure.
7,
Mm-hmm.
8,
Mm-hmm.
9,
Mm-hmm.
10,
Mm-hmm.
11,
Yep.
12,
Mm-hmm.
13.
You still good?
Turn 14. Wait, again, he didn't want to do that. Pointing it this way.
Yeah, Control Z, I think, is the counter clockwise. It's counterintuitive.
Oh.
It's like Z is to turn right and X is to turn left. It'd probably be reversed.
And still in motion.
Sounds good. There for 15.
Okay. Oh. 3. Gotcha. Let me look something up real quick. Not quick, I'm not very fast. Okay. All right. Let's try moving him. He is going to go fully tracked. 1 to start.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Sure.
3.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Yep.
5.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Yep.
7.
Still good.
8.
Mm-hmm.
9. Now he wants to turn. Okay. That would be 10.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to stop.
Okay.
And that's his movement.
Sounds good.
Okay. This group is going to assault move into this hex.
Okay.
Nothing.
No, not yet.
This group will assault move this hex.
Okay.
group here. That would be R1. Will assault move. This house.
Mm-hmm.
The squad will assault move.
Okay.
The squad here will assault move. There.
Sounds good.
And I think that's it.
All right.
Oh, here it comes.
Yeah, now I get to start shooting. So first things first, mortar in X6. I'll shoot the squad first because why not? It's a 4-up-1 against the guys in X10. Nope. I will shoot the mortar. Also no, but I will get an acquisition. So they're done. The tank in W6 is going to shoot at your stack in Z10. It should be a +3 shot if I'm... Oh, I didn't get the... Okay, I thought I would hit the grain, but there's at least one for the hedge, one for the woods. So it's a 6-up-2. Nope. Next up, the armored car in S8 is going to shoot at the guy with the ATR. It's a 5-up-2. Nope. Oh, we're together in our poor shooting. The stack in R7 is going to shoot at the same target. I actually don't know if they see him. Okay, they do. It is a 7-up-1. Nope. Dang, my rolls are equally terrible. I'll do a fire group of the 4 squads, P707, N7, and M8. They're all going to shoot the guy in N10. The most that anybody gets is a +3. So it's a 16-up-3. 10 on 16 is a normal morale check. I had to work really hard for that one.
All right.
Nah, you're fine.
Hey.
What else can I do here? This guy's gonna move. I'm gonna try Q8 against your leader in infantry in R10. I'm actually not sure if I can see that. I can, and no hindrance. All right, so it's a 5-up-1. Okay, I don't cower because it is a vehicle. 3 on a 5 is a 2 morale check, and you get a sniper check.
All right. Leader first. You said it's a what morale check? 2?
It is a 2 morale check, yeah.
So he needs a 5.
Yeah, 5 or less.
He don't.
So he'll break.
And the other guy gets what, -1 for the leader breaking also?
No, he would only take a pin test check, but his morale is higher than the leader, so it doesn't affect him.
All right. So needs a 6 or less.
Off by 1. All right. And then sniper check.
Sniper check.
Phew. All right. First disaster averted. I will take a chance with my vehicle in Q5 to shoot at yours in Q2 along the road. I'm just gonna roll it to hit. No, there's no way I'll get a hit from that. I will get acquisition, so I will keep that. And then similarly, the other vehicle in P5 is going to shoot way long at your 20mm vehicle. I need a Hail Mary, essentially. I do get acquisition, So the next one I'll probably have to actually calculate odds here. So I will take a second shot. That's gonna suck. Okay, so what is the range on this? The range is 13. There's 2 hindrances, and you're double small. So, 2 hit, I need an 8. Your double small plus 2 hindrances is plus 4. So I have a 9 no matter what. It increased to 10 for button up, minus 1 for the acquisition. So it misses. I do have rate of fire, so I will shoot again. And that will hit. Let me just double check, make sure. So plus 4, plus 5 total, minus 2, plus 3, 6. Yeah. So that'll be a hit. To kill your armor, I hit the hull, which is a 1. So it's 6 on 6, because I get no bonus for range. You're immobilized.
Oh.
I'm feeling lucky too, so I'm gonna shoot a 4th time. I'm off by 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm off by 1. So that will be it for them. Is there anybody else that needs or wants to shoot here? I don't think I need to. These guys. No, that's it. Advanced fire phase.
All right. Can you even see him? I thought he could. Oh, I moved him there. This group in the half hex will shoot at your mortar.
Sure. So it's
See if you can see
3
him.
up 1.
Okay.
Oh, those guys. Oh, sorry.
These guys.
The guys in Z10, the MMG won't count because you moved. But it is a 3 flat still.
3 flat.
Yeah.
5 on 3.
Ooh, 5 on 3 might be a normal morale check. 5 on 3, yep, normal morale check. They will break. That's break ELR.
Good. All right. This 458 and the half hex will shoot at the same target.
Okay.
So that is a what? 2 plus 1.
It's a 3 up 1.
3.
Yeah, because you have a self fire.
Oh, that's right.
6 on a 3 is a
Another.
pin test check. So he's broken. He can't take pin test checks. Yeah, the only reason last time is because the 8 down 1 leader. That priceless down 1.
All right. This group in the half hex will fire at this guy in the middle here.
Okay.
Straight down.
That's a 3 up 4.
Fire group. 3 up 4. Yeah, that's not so hot, but I gotta break up that fire group.
No.
7, nothing. All right, this group will fire at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's in range. So it's a +2.
Yeah, it's another 3 up 4. Close, but 1 off.
this vehicle shoot in E4?
You can, but I believe it's quartered because you moved this turn. So you'd be shooting at point 0.5. Um, Even if you were shooting at without the movement penalty, it'd still be a
Uh-huh.
1 up 6, and you can't. There's nothing that can happen out of that.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Advanced fire phase affects vehicle MGs just the same as everything else. So it would still be halved from 2 to 1. But there's shenanigans that I'm not very fond of with vehicles where even though you stop, you still get the penalty for having moved, even with machine guns, which I'm not quite sure why that's the case. Maybe because there's some vehicles that are just like very powerful, regardless. Um, but like I said, you can roll a 1 plus 6 because there's 4 hindrance plus the 2 building, so you you can't even the lowest number you can get or the highest number you can get for an effect on a 1 firepower is a 5. So you can't, like, the only thing you're doing by shooting is either potentially giving me a sniper, which wouldn't give you an effect anyways, or potentially breaking your machine gun, which there's no point.
Hmm. And I said you were an optimist.
Well,
All
this is
right.
this is outside this is just math where it's like there is no, you can't affect the gameplay. So it's like I'd rather you not take the shot because it would just penalize you if you rolled 3 out of 12 numbers.
Yeah. All right. I think that's where I end.
Sure.
So,
Routes, you first.
route. Yeah, I got this guy here.
Now
So we'll
the one
just.
benefit is you're in woods already, and
Uh huh.
you don't have to stop at like the first woods or building hex you would go to because they're all like the woods that you're in with the broken guys in R10. They're all connected, so you don't have to just move to R1. You could go to S2 or whatever the heck that is, and you'd be fine there. Like you don't have to go all the way back or whatever.
Yeah. All right. That's what they will do. Go back to our S2. Is that? Yeah.
Sure. And then I have one from the Broken Mortar guys. I do have to check some stuff here. So they can't see this guy, can't see that guy, can't see this guy because of the wall. And I'm pretty sure that this is equidistant. Yep. And this guy, that's equidistant. Yeah, okay. So I can only route literally just because there's, like, if, as an example, if this guy had been 1 hex closer, I might have still been able to. Anyways, point is that I have to route. I have to drop the mortar because they can't carry it with them. So 1.5, 3, 4.5, and then I can't go further. So they're stuck in U5, but they're trying to get to the building in T4 essentially. So
I
that is their route.
I did plan to move that vehicle one more closer, but I forgot I had to pay
The
them
start,
to
yeah.
start. Yeah.
I think it wouldn't matter just because I'm moving diagonally. If there was a way to get like further and prevent the diagonal move, then that would have prevented it. But very very close to being eliminated for failure to route, which would have been worse for me. But yeah, that's it for routes. So advances.
All right. Advance. Advance.
Avanti, Savoia.
Do do vehicles advance too?
Vehicles
Just
cannot advance,
infantry.
unfortunately. Though I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you can change the button up status of a vehicle in the advance phase.
Okay.
Not that that like particularly matters, but it's good info to have.
Those guys. Those guys. Well, these. If this group moves, he loses the acquisition.
Yeah.
Correct? That's what I thought.
But honestly, against a vehicle, it's very tough to blow them up with mortars. So I wouldn't worry too much about losing an acquisition on there. I think the other thing too to keep in mind is at least like if you're losing it, you are just losing it at the start versus where it, if you're shooting at infantry, like if you had line of sight, I don't think you do, but if you had line of sight on like this guy, moving and removing your acquisition against him would be far more detrimental, I guess is the word for it. Like you certainly wouldn't want that, and certainly not later in the scenario.
Bad things. Bad things happen. Well, they plan on shooting next turn. Oops, I guess I shouldn't tell you that. So let's make him not buttoned up. What the hell happened here?
Which guy?
This guy. I want him to be unbuttoned up. Crew exposed. Where's CA or CE?
Yeah, I don't know why they start. Like, I think they're always button up, unless there's something I'm not understanding about this vehicle. I don't see why they're not button up by default. Because you can't, if they are CE, if they're crew exposed, you can't shoot their gun. Like they're a one-man turret, they have to be button up, which is why I don't know why they wouldn't be automatically marked that way. So
Well, they want to be buttoned up next turn then. Unless they want to shoot.
yeah, I just
So
assume that they're button up automatically. Because normally,
so I don't have to worry about labeling it.
no. Because normally the big difference between these two vehicles, as an example, is that if it's a white background, then you're automatically crew exposed. You're always crew exposed.
Okay.
You can be marked button up under certain conditions. Like if I take a pin task check and I fail it, I would be button up. But normally, to indicate like their original state or like whatever they usually are, they're white print versus regular print.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just assume that all your 37mm stuff is closed.
All right. Okay, I think that's it for my movement then.
All right. There's no CC. We go to German turn 1. Weather, no change. Rally phase, I can attempt to self-rally. I will not get it. And I will keep my DM status because I need those guys to rep.
Okay, I can try to rally my leader here.
Mm-hmm.
7? Doubtful?
3 or less.
Yeah.
Does fate kill him? I don't think fate kills him automatically.
It's killing me.
Well, yeah. So casualty reduction. So they do a wound check. Just don't roll.
Check.
Yeah, single die. Don't roll 5 or 6. Essentially. All right. So he's wounded. So instead of a 7-0, he is now a 6-1. If you right click him, you can click on wound. It doesn't change the values, unfortunately. They didn't take that into account for the counters, which is unfortunate. But there is a wound counter I'm putting on the side, just so we know.
Oh, he's got a. Oh, all right. It's got a little plus.
Yeah, he gets the little
twist cross on him.
Yeah.
And the other guy.
No, I think I can't do it.
He can't.
No, because you're only rolling for the leader, and if the leader doesn't make it, then the other guy can't roll.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. It's super punishing when leaders don't rally and they're with groups.
so
All
I
right.
can take the DM off.
Yeah, yeah. You can take the DM off. I'm just keeping in mind because if you're not in a building or woods, it's optional whether you take it or not. So I want my guy to move again, so I'm not removing it.
All right.
All right, so prep fire phase. Well, you've given me some more targets, so more shooting to do. What do I want to do most? First and foremost, I'll take my vehicle in P5 and shoot at your 20 mil vehicle. I will absolutely not get it, and also break my main armament, so my acquisition goes off. The other vehicle will attempt to blow up your other tankette. Also will be a miss, but I don't break my gun, so at least there's that. Um, the vehicle in W6 is going to shoot 6 up 1 against your guys in X10. Nope. I've had terrible rolls so far. Armored car in S8 is going to shoot at your guy with the ATR. It's a 5 up 3. Nope. What the heck are my rolls so far? My IFT is 8.12. Wow. Okay. Um, the guys in R7 are also going to shoot at the guy with the ATR. It is a... I don't know why this is +3 hindrance. That should just be a +2. I... Yeah, I don't know why it's counting the grain. It's a +3 from... So +2 for hindrance, +1 for woods, -1 for leader. So it's a +2 on 7. No, man. That's like 6 9s I rolled. The vehicle in L8 will shoot at your guy with the ATR. It's just a 6 up 1. Okay, well there's finally where I'm turning it around. 5 on 6 is a 1 morale check, and I have rate of fire.
And which guy is this?
The guy in L10 with the ATR, the worst ATR.
All right. Bad. Morale check.
Yeah, 1 morale check.
7.
He'll pin. Since I have rate of fire, I'll shoot at him again. It's a 7 on 6, which is a normal morale check.
Oh boy, he's gonna lose it.
See, you're averaging like 7, which is terrible for me. All right. That guy. These are not good results so far. I'm going to take a chance with Q8 against your vehicle. So, 2 hit, it's a hit. Yeah, machine gun's not going to do anything there. So that guy is shot. Yeah, I'm going to try my luck again. I'm going to do giant fire group, 16 up 3 against your guy in N10. It seems if I don't roll 9, I roll 4s. So that is a 7 on 16, which is a 2 morale check. All right, well,
Hey.
heat of battle. 2 die, and we'll see if you go berserk or something silly.
2 die.
Yeah, double die roll. Allied minor is +2. You're elite, so you get a -1. I don't think there's any other modifier. So you battle harden. So you can't battle harden to above a 458. So those guys are now fanatic, which you can just
Boy.
You can right click and do this. But just to indicate, So fanatics get a +1 morale. So instead of 8, their morale is now 9. They also cannot disrupt, which doesn't really mean anything right now. They don't cower and they don't take a patsy, so they can rush vehicles more efficiently.
Oh, I was thinking berserk.
No,
Not
berserk. Yeah, if you
not
had,
berserk.
if they weren't elites, you would have berserked, or if you had rolled an 8 instead of a 7, they would have berserked. Um,
And then they'd have to rush towards the
yeah,
line.
your next turn, they'd have to. They're the first people to move, and then they rush towards the nearest enemy, and a whole bunch of shenanigans.
Yeah,
Um,
it becomes Swiss cheese.
well, most of the time, most of the time.
Disgusting.
I'm going to go to the movement phase. I'm going to start my vehicle in I-8 for 1. I don't know if you want to do anything.
No.
Okay. Do I have to go? I do have to cross a hedge, which I can't really do. So I'm going to turn 1 clockwise for 1. So I'm at 2 now.
Okay, hold on. Doesn't really matter what direction you're facing with that armor. The 20L is going to take a pot shot at him.
Sure.
This guy.
Yep.
So to hit 6.
It's probably still a hit. So there's +1 for hindrance, +1 for button up. So that brings it to 8. There's -1 for acquisition, so 7, and then +2 because I'm moving. 9. I can't imagine how there'd be any other number to this. So yeah, I believe you hit, and you get rate of fire.
Oh, all right. See what kind of damage I can do to him.
That
5.
will be. Do you get any pluses? No, and that is, yeah, that's just an elimination. My
Wait, what?
Yeah, you
How did
eliminated,
you figure that?
and I did not get a crew, unfortunately. So that guy is gone, and 5 CVP.
Oh, you gave me that, didn't you?
No, not really. You just rolled good.
Okay, rate of fire. Can he just celebrate by shooting at him again?
I mean, if you want to risk giving me a sniper, sure, but um,
Yay! I think this is the best I've done. This is what, the 4th game? Oh,
yeah, I mean, you're getting there. I don't think it's the best you've done so far. It wouldn't. It does not seem like a lot for it to be called best. Um,
yeah. It's a pretty low bar for me. Okay, but he can shoot at the machine gun behind, can't he? In the...
no, because they haven't moved.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ah,
still moving phase. So,
right.
the squad with the ATR is going to normal move 2 into T4,
All right.
and then they will continue to U4 for 4 movement points total.
All right.
That's it for movement. Defensive fire phase.
Really? My turn?
Defensive
All
fire,
right.
yeah.
All right. Let's see. This leader with his squad will shoot at the light machine gun in M7.
Sure.
M7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would be what? 4.
+1.
What's he in? 4 plus 1.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all wood buildings. There's not they're not that dangerous of buildings.
That's nothing.
No.
Okay. Oh wait, this is defensive fire. Okay, these guys with the anti-tank rifle will fire show you. We'll fire at your Panzer
Mm-hmm.
in L8.
Sounds good. Oh,
Oh,
they might not actually be able to. Hold on.
is there a pin?
There's something about if a value is halved, but I'm not sure how that works. Oh, you might just add a +2. Yeah, take a shot, and it might just be a +2. I think I'm thinking of machine guns. Machine guns, you can't affect a vehicle if their firepower is halved for whatever reason. 7, you'd have a +2 for pinned. Plus, no, that's still hit.
Still a hit.
Yeah, yeah. Good. Well, you need a 10. Like 10 is
Oh,
so hard to not get.
yeah, watch me. All right, kill. Oh, that's sweet.
ATR is 5. However, I do have at least 1 armor, so it'll be 1 above, which I don't believe. No, because it's AP. So I get. Hold on. Does that count as direct fire? See, includes aerial fire. Where would? No, it has to be that. Okay, so test check. They do not shock.
All right. Okay, do this 458. We'll fire at this squad in M8.
Sure.
So that's a 2 plus 4.
4 up 4. You're shooting
4
from
up 4.
you're shooting from the guy in M1. Yeah, yeah, it'd be a 4 up 4.
Yeah. All right. No. Mr. Fanatic is going to shoot. Yeah, he's going to shoot straight down also towards this group. So that would be 4 up 4 again.
Mm-hmm. 8 on 4. Still a miss.
Okay, machine gun. No, this guy. This AFB shoots straight down the road towards your AFB.
Sure.
I don't know if it's going to do anything. That would be in our to-hit table again.
Yeah. Yeah, barring extreme circumstances, you're always doing to hit first, and then you're doing other stuff. So a hit on the turret for the armored car. No, that'll be a miss. But you do have rate of fire. That'll still be a hit, but no rate. I can let out a sigh of relief. I don't know if you're muted, but yep.
I am muted. I'm still coughing. Okay, these guys.
It's +2.
There.
Or sorry, +3. Sorry, because the small size.
On the IFT.
No, still 2 hit. Yeah, ATR is still 2 hit.
That always confused me. It's a support weapon, half-inch counter. But use the 2-hit. Okay. Well,
Yeah, it's really only because you're doing you're trying to hit a vehicle is the big thing about it. Like, even if you're shooting a truck, you're still using to hit, but you're using the IFT chart. So it's you're always doing both. You're always doing two charts. That is a hit, and that will be against a turret with rate of fire.
Okay, to kill. 5.
Same problem as before. It is equal to the ATR. It is direct, and against the turret, that will be a shock. So those guys are shocked. Where is? There you go.
Okay, well, if I have rate of fire, he's gonna fire away again.
Sounds good.
To hit. 9.
Off by 1. Off by 2, but anyways, it's a miss.
Okay. All right. Mortar is going to. Really should change his. If you can't do squat against him. Mortar will fire at the. Let's see. The mortar will try to fire at the stack in R7.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see, so let's try that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Whoops. Here to R7. Yeah. Says you can see him.
Oh, there you go.
So, all right, but it's going to be plus what, 4?
So I think it's counting. Let me see. Yeah, it's still counting the grain for no reason. But it is so it's a +2 for the shot, and then I'll get TEM for the result. So you do
Alright.
2 hit first. So that'll be a miss. And no rate of fire. But you will get acquisition. So we'll just move this guy over there.
I don't think he can see anyone. Infantry. I think that's it.
Sounds good. I have no advanced fire phase to do. Routes, it's the same as before. I'm just going to route my guy in U5 to T4. And he's just going to be stuck there now. I don't think you have any routes. So advances, I have none that I really care to do, if I'm being honest. So we'll go to CC phase, which there's nothing. So we go to turn 2 for Poland. Take off pins.
Hey.
And yeah.
Okay, I need to take a break.
Sure.
I shall return.
Sounds good. Yeah, my rolls have not been great. What's my average now? Oh man. IFT 7.33. I rolled 5 9s. Like, what is that on how does that happen? Rolled what was that? 6. Wait, where's my only, yeah, my good rolls that are skewing this from my weather rolls. Yeah, what a weird spread. $45 CVP. How do you even get? What would even be 45 CVP? How much do I even have? 16, 18. 19 plus is that 7? I guess that the vehicles is probably what really gets points up. That's 35. So there's 54 points. Huh. Interesting. Not very good. No quarter is not in effect. What's the other light mortar? Light mortar. Spore weapon? Nope. Mortar. Oh, okay. Because they get a 50 millimeter. Gotcha. $50mm, that's better in almost all respects. Interesting.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Man, you rolls suck.
I know, right?
Oh, that's not bad.
Absolutely not.
Huh. Yeah, you're rolling like I do. All right, rally phase. My wounded leader shall attempt to rally.
Uh-oh.
And
He will make it.
right. I guess the opposite of break is break. All right, and the 7 squad there rally again. 5.
Yeah, you still make it, even with the +1 from the wounded leader.
That's right. That 4, 3 movement factors. -1. Okay. Yeah, maybe she just left him in the units. All right. That's all my rally. How about you?
I got a DM that comes off this guy because it can't self-rally. I'm going to try and repair the gun. Doesn't happen. And then rolling for a shock. So it gets flipped to an unknown kill. So essentially that vehicle is just stuck there, not doing anything.
Okay. Wow.
And that's it.
Okay, prep fire phase.
Prep fire.
Mr. Mortar will try his luck again.
Sure.
The U-152 against your squad.
Mm-hmm.
Squad and your whole group. Okay. To hit.
Still a miss, unfortunately.
Okay.
But it's now -2 acquisition.
Hey. Want an opportunity fire. Damn, you got too much going on here. Okay, this gun will fire at anti-tank rifle will fire at this.
Sure.
Okay, that would be to hit.
+3, I think. 2 hindrance and one from the hedge. Yeah. Nope. Or sorry, +4, but even a +3 would be a miss. Wasn't counting it being a small vehicle.
would be a +2 to hit. If this an E5 shoots at the same tank.
Well, that's the +2 to hit is against it. You're looking for being in motion, so you double like your whatever other pluses you have. You're also doubling the lesser of the two numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pain to hit stuff in motion.
Wish I could have taken him out. All right, let's do. This anti-tank rifle here will shoot at this tank.
Sure,
All right.
definitely a hit.
Bam. Kill?
No.
Probably not. Freak. All right, I think that's it for now.
Okay,
How many turns I have? 6.5, 5.5.
4 more turns after this one.
Yeah. All right, movement. Let's try to do the easy one here. Okay, this guy is stopped. He will. Yeah, he'll spend 1 to start. This guy, by the way.
Okay,
E4. He's gonna do 1 to start, and he's gonna move 1.
mm-hmm.
2.
Sure.
3.
Mm-hmm.
1 to stop.
Okay.
And he can't fire this turn, can he?
Sure. Yeah, you can.
All right, he's going to fire at the light machine gun. That's a +4, right?
Yeah. So 1 up 4.
On the IFT.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're shooting directly at infantry.
Yep.
8 will be a miss.
All right, the 20L up here. We'll spend. Oh, shit, he's immobile. Oh, pardon my language. Damn. So he's not moving for the rest of the scenario, right?
Yeah, you could theoretically abandon the vehicle. There's like I don't know how much of that would be worth it. But yeah, he's basically stuck where he is.
All right. This guy in A1.
Mm-hmm.
He will spend, let's see, he's got 20. He'll spend 1 to start up.
Sounds good.
Crap. How'd he get down there?
There we go.
I was holding on him and map moved. All right. So that would be 2.
4.
Oh no, 4. That's right. He's armored car. 4, 7,
Mm-hmm.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Why does the map keep jumping around on me? 13.
14. Yeah, green is just one more.
Oh, 14. That's right.
Yeah.
And 18.
Okay.
1 to stop.
Sounds good.
And he would love to fire on that machine gun.
You can try. Yeah, sure.
By hitting this guy? Panzer?
I don't. He might have LOS on it, but yeah, you can always try. It's
Yeah.
just very hard to make shots when you're after you've moved. That's the only thing.
What was I? Okay, he's an F9 going toward the other side of the hedge. Oh, clips it. He can't see him.
Oh, it just grabs the edge. Yeah. It was close though.
Alright. Yeah, I thought he could see him. Should I get...
Yeah. So then you just roll a 2-hit, and then you just ignore if whatever happens. Okay. Well, of course it's always on. So the main armament breaks.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because you can't declare a shot and not roll, right? If you're checking LOS, you have to shoot to see because
Yeah.
whatever, and then in 12 he breaks his gun. It's just silly that it happens when it's it's the thing I always feel bad about because it's like I'll point something out and then the worst possible result happens and it's like all right, well, now I just feel like a jerk.
Alright, where's bad things? Alright. They can't see anything. That's okay. They're gonna move. Okay.
I'm just gonna do this one thing because there.
Alright. The squad is going to assault move into this hex.
Assault move, okay.
This squad is going to assault move into... No, he's not going to assault move. In this hex.
For one, okay.
For 1. And then here.
Sure.
Okay. And then here.
For 3.5, all right.
3.5. And he's going to stop there.
Sure.
I don't like it the way you say sure.
Look, nothing I can do to stop him.
Come on. Come to daddy. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Until I make some headway. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for movement.
All right. Defensive fire phase. Let's see if I can turn things around here. Vehicle in W6 will shoot at your guy next 10. It's a 6-up-1. Nope. Another 9. All right. I feel like I should get numbers in a lottery or something.
You're due for a 4.
I know, right? R7 will shoot at your guy in T10. the usual. It's +3, down 1 for the leader. 7 up 2. Closer 4. 7 on 7 is a normal morale check, I believe. Yeah.
All right.
You know, sometimes you know when dice will decide a game for you, and I'm feeling it today.
Ah, man. All right. Heat of battle. Where's that?
Yeah, so 2 dice, +2 down 1. So another battle hardening. So another squad goes fanatic. Not what I want, but what you're getting. I didn't get rate of fire, so that's it for them. I will attempt to shoot the Panzer in the back, so Q5 to its usual target in Q2. That will be a hit. TK at 8 can't, I'm pretty sure is not a hit. Oh, I got multiple hits. Huzzah. A 5 on 20L. Did I hit turret? I hit hull. Which is equal, so I will immobilize that one as well. So that's immobilized. I have rate of fire, so I will shoot again. Huzzah. That will not be a hit. I don't have rate of fire anymore, so that guy's done. I mean, if he's immobilized, I don't really care about him anymore. I'm gonna try a 5 up 2 shot, I think this is. Yeah. 5 up 2 against the now Fnatic dudes. Nope. Vehicle in L8 is going to shoot at your guy with the ATR. It's a 6 up 1. Nope. The 467 in M8 is going to shoot at your guy in L10. Should just be a 4 up 1. Yep. 4 up 1. They will cower to a 2, but that is still a normal morale check. Your guys pinned. Man, having a hard time today.
Which one was it?
The guy with the ATR. The rest of the squads will do a 12 up 3 firepower shot against your Fnatic guy. Nope. Absolutely not. And then the guy with the LMG in K7 is going to shoot at your leader. It is range 5. No hindrance or anything, so it's a 7 up 1. 8 on 7 is a pin test check. So he's fine. And then second one, your squad.
Oh, sorry. Ooh,
Yay! Huzzah! I got a result. That's pretty much all I can really do. So I think it's your advanced fire phase.
All right. This half-hex guy is going to shoot right down the grain to him, but
Yep. So still 4-4. Nope.
oh,
He wouldn't cower, but it wouldn't matter anyways.
yeah. And this guy's going to do the same against this squad.
Sure.
So 4 up 4.
No, same idea.
All right. Where'd that come from?
Oh, just because you took off the opportunity fire, but just so that they don't like shoot a second time or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, it's no big deal. That's why I put it on. If it's ever like a big stack or whatever, like I'll just put it on like in between everybody. Just it's easier that way. You don't have to pull out 20 counters or whatever. So as they say, good
All right.
bookkeeping is important, especially once you get the campaign game.
Uh, 458 against who?
Yeah, at half firepower, I don't think there's really
Nah,
like you could potentially shoot this guy, but that's about it. And
I was gonna try that guy.
it's a +5 shot, I think. Maybe
2 + 5.
+4.
No, I'm not gonna try it. No. All right, let's skip over to the route phase. I don't think there's any routes though.
Nope. Your Supermen have have managed to just avoid all consequences, other than some pins. So advance phase.
That's here. That's there. Wow. Billboards. Son of a. I'm getting nowhere. All right, that's it.
Sounds good. No CC. Go to my turn 2. We'll take off pins. Weather check. No change.
Why the hell did I move those vehicles? Oh, that was stupid.
I see. At a certain point, like I just figured, like, oh, that's part of the strategy or something. So I wasn't sure.
No. No, I was gonna move them. Oh, freak.
It's all right. I'll get closer to you. Um,
Okay, good.
rally phase. I will try a self rally. I won't get it. I will try the vehicle. They are okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't get any. I don't do. I don't think I get any penalties either. They're just shocked. I have to double check that actually, because I am not sure. Counters removed. Yeah, no, okay, you don't even get like a penalty for it. All right, cool. So that vehicle's back, and then I will try to. Oh, wow. Okay, I will repair the main armament. It's pretty sick. All right. That is it for my rally phase. I think the only thing you have is this vehicle.
That's a 1 die.
All right. See, again, this is like, I suggested it because why would you not want to repair it? And now,
Now it's gone.
yeah. The quote unquote worst part about this is that as a one, well, I guess it wouldn't really matter if it's a one man turn or not, because the main armament is gone and it has no other weapons. It now automatically recalls. So essentially, in your turn, it will start moving like towards here essentially, and will evacuate the board for no CVP gain for either side. Yeah. All right. So, prep fire phase. Prep fire phase. I'm gonna shoot a bunch here, or try to shoot a bunch. So, K7 against the stack with the 8-1 leader. We saw it before. It's 7 up 1. Yeah, 7 up 1. Okay, 4s or 9s. 5 on 7 is a 2 morale check against these guys. So leader pins.
The other guy. That's what we'll roll that.
He will break.
He's broken.
I do have rate of fire with the LMG, so I will take it. It's a 3 up 1. Pin task check against the... no, wait, the leader's already pinned. Nothing happened. Also not another rate of fire, so that guy's prepped. The vehicle in L8 will shoot against your ATR guy. It's a 6 up 1. Nope. And I break the machine gun. Or the main armament. Guy next to him in M8. 4 up 1. 6 on 4 is a normal morale check against the guy with the ATR. He's pinned. Come on. The 3 squads will do their ritualistic 12 up 3. They will cower to 8 instead of whatever, and the +3 takes that off. So no result. The squad with the leader in R7 is going to shoot at your fanatic guy with the ATR. It is a 7 up 2. They don't cower because they're with the leader, but it is an 8 on 7, which is a pin test check against the fanatic guy. He's fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This guy doesn't need to... I'll take a shot with Q8 against your guy with the ATR. It's a 5 up 2. Nope. Dang. Otherwise, I think that is it. Movement phase. Now I'm going to start getting mean here. So, armored car in S8 is going to start for 1.
Okay.
He will turn for 2.
Okay.
Move to T7 for 6 total.
I think the fanatic with the anti-tank rifle is gonna take a shot at him.
Sure. It's +5 to hit. That will be a hit. I don't think that's a kill. I think you need 20L is a 6. Yeah, it's not a kill. Won't do anything to them because of their armor. But you do have rate of fire.
I'll try it again.
Sounds good.
And that's a no.
Yeah, that'll be a miss. And no rates. I will continue to U7 for 10 total. If no shots.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Anything?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
No.
V6 for 13 total.
Okay. I think this squad is gonna try to take a shot at him.
Sure. It's on the IFT because you can only affect the crew, and there's a +2 to the shot. Plus, I guess +3 because there is hindrance, but otherwise.
And he cowers. So.
All right. So vehicle will continue for 16.
Okay.
X7 for 19.
I think this squad here will.
Sounds good. Same as before, except it's just a +2. No. Anything else?
Okay. Yeah, can this shoot?
Yeah. It's going to be real tough to hit, but you never know. Definitely not.
No. All right.
Goes to Y8 for 22.
Okay, go ahead.
Z8 for 25.
All right, they're gonna shoot. God, what would that be?
If you're shooting with the MMG, yeah, it's just 2 hit. There's some pluses and minuses, but
Mm.
okay, so the important question is, can a leader direct a 2-hit like that? And I am not sure because I don't think he can direct a gun, but this isn't a gun technically. So let me see here. Direction. No. Leader direction.
Leadership. A7531.
Berserk leader, CC, command influence, cowering, heroic, morale check. Radio contact, vehicular, no. Is there anything here about a 2-hit? Because he might not give it.
Leader affects the 2-hit die roll of an ordnance support weapon.
Wait, where does it say that?
That's not ordnance. 7.531.
A7.531.
A leader may use his leadership to modify the IFT die roll of any one attacking unit or fire group replying to
Multi-hex location. Leader hit. A leader affects the 2-hit die roll of an ordnance support weapon, not the effects of those hits on the IFT or AFE, nor the chance for weapon of. Yeah, okay, yeah. So you do get it. Ordnance support weapon. Because if you look at ordnance support weapon, it's stuff like mortars. Yeah, ordnance. Any weapon which must score to hit on a table before rolling IFT or to kill table to resolve that hit. So because you're rolling a 2-hit against a vehicle, you're getting it. Point for all this being that there is a +2 for me being in motion, which brings it up to 11. +1 for size for 12, -1 for the leader to 11. You don't get point blank range because I'm in motion, which I still think is the silliest thing possible. I think it's a miss, but like it's the barest of misses. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that might apply. Point blank range doesn't apply to light anti-tank weapons either, which is crazy, but this isn't the case. Is there any other? No, I think it's off by 1. That's all right. Yeah, so they're there for 25. Don't have rate of fire. See, now I don't want to suggest stuff because it's like, well, both two of the wrong things have happened. You can intensify. I have spent 3 movement points to get into the hacks, so actually, can you do it? Since I don't think you're allowed, because I think the rule is even if you're doubling, any halving of a firepower, I believe, still messes with an MG. Machine gun versus AFV 7.2? What? 4 modifications. Yeah, not looking for that. MG versus 2-hit versus AFV A9.6. So it's AP to kill, non-captured, directly always use black hit number. Unlike small arms fire, a machine gun attack may conceivably destroy a poorly armored AFV during a fire phase by attacking it alone on the 2-hit table, and the AP to kill, yada yada. Must be made within normal range of the MG without any form of having firepower penalty imposed, and pre-designated AFE to kill versus specific AFE. Yeah, so I think because it says without any form of halved firepower, because an intensive fire would by definition force you to have, even though you're adjacent and you would double, because you're having to begin with, you can't do it, which is, I mean, a little silly. So I'm there for 25. I unfortunately cannot overrun, so I shan't.
Why can't you?
Because I don't have enough movement factors for it. But
Oh,
but if I did, you would have been overrun. So because I can't, I will continue into the orchards for 28. I can't imagine you have anybody to shoot at him, so I'll just continue. Gets to BB9 for 31. Will turn twice for 33. And then I shall stop for 34.
okay.
Vehicle in W6 will start for 1, 2,
Okay.
3.
All right.
4.
Now, can my leader and his little group in AA8 kind of scream their heads off and shoot?
Not yet. Unfortunately, they don't have any, because you shot the machine gun. There's nothing else that they can do. Like you wouldn't be able to affect it regardless. So I'm going to be overrunning because this is the devilish thing to do. It's a quarter of movement plus cost of terrain, which is 1, so a total of 5. So I spent 9 movement points to overrun. And then it's basic overrun stuff. So because I'm overrunning, I essentially get to shoot first, because you don't have a light anti-tank weapon, there's no gun, there's no IFT that would affect them. I need to actually double check this. I'm pretty sure it's a Panzer 1B. An overrun from them is 11 firepower, which is the only reason why I like these early war vehicles. On the chart, there is, excuse me, there's no modifiers. You're not in open ground. You're not in motion. There's no smoke. There's no TEM. So it's literally just an 11 flat. 7 on 11 is a 1 morale check.
Okay, leader first. 8. No.
So the leader breaks.
Who else? Just the squad.
He's fine. So now, in response, you do get to CC reaction fire. What this means is, you basically do a fight as if it was the close combat phase against my vehicle. So, in this instance, if you choose to actually do the attack, there's no reason not to. But your CC value is 5 because you are a squad. You're not pinned. You're not otherwise affected. I am in motion, so I get a +2. Or there is a +2 to the roll, I should say. It's not that I get a +2. So you roll 2 dice. It's a CC attack. And on a 3 or less, you get a result. No. So nothing happens. I will turn for 1 to get me to 10 movement points.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will overrun the next guy. So
Okay.
literally same idea. 8 on 11 is a normal morale check, I believe. Still 1 morale check. Really? Wow, okay. So 1 morale check against him. So he pins. You can do the CC reaction fire if you want. The only thing that changes is instead of your CC value being 5, it's now 4, and there's a +2. Again, there's not really a reason not to. The only thing to note is you need a 2 to have any effect, essentially. No.
Nope.
So my guy is there in motion, and we will be marked as CC. And I guess technically, to do it right, your guy would be marked first fire, and this would be marked. There we go. All right, so that's their movement. The gentleman with the ATR and U4 is going to move to V3 for 1.
Okay.
W3 for 2.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll stay there.
Okay.
The tank in P5 is going to start for 1. Should do this.
Okay.
He'll turn for 2.
Uh-huh.
Turn for 3.
Okay.
We'll bypass 05 P4 for 5 total.
All right.
6 into 04.
Yeah, okay.
7 into N3.
All right.
Turns for 8.
Okay.
9 into M4.
Sure.
And then 10 into L4.
All right. I guess that machine gun's gonna have to try his luck on it.
Okay.
That will be
It's +4 to the hit.
+4.
Oh, that's definitely a hit. Do I get a sniper?
Okay.
No. Damn.
And now I need to roll real low.
Yeah. You're basically looking for... Yeah, not that. You do have rate of fire. You can't shoot right now just because it cost me 1 to get into the terrain. But I am stopping here for 11, so you're free to shoot again.
Yeah, why not?
That'll be another hit.
Okay. And 5.
Close, but no cigar.
No.
Just gonna double check. You get a +1 for range. There's so it brings it to 5, but my armor, yeah, so it's 1 off. So we're real close. How does I want to do this? Vehicle in Q5 is going to start for 1. He's going to...
Okay, hold on a second.
Oh.
Wait. Even though this guy is immobilized, he can still shoot at him.
100%, yeah.
And he will.
Sounds good.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 14. He should have shot the other guy.
So it's
Would have been the same.
it is a plus 3, 4, it's a +5 shot.
Yeah, may as well. Nope.
And no rate of fire. All right. So he started for 1, turns for 2.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Turns for 3.
Whoops. Shit. How do I get that right back? Damn it. Undo.
What happened?
I was trying to take the acquisition off of the dead in the water tank in I-8, and I accidentally deleted him and the rate of fire.
There we go.
Or acquisition. Oh, okay.
Speaking of, I will lose my acquisition on your out there. So I will start down the road for 4,
Okay.
5,
Yep. Come on.
6,
Sure.
7.
He'll try a shot. A Hail Mary, but why not? Nope.
All right. Well, if he's shot now, 8,
Okay.
9 into W3,
All right.
10,
No, go ahead.
11,
Yep. Go ahead.
12,
Mm-hmm.
13, and then
Can you
I'll.
shoot again?
He cannot just because he doesn't have a turret.
I'm facing the right way.
Yeah, and I don't. Well, I mean, facing the right way. You were facing the right way. I just went around it. There's not. That's not. You don't focus on like you weren't. You did something wrong there. That's.
Oh no, I'm just saying that the counter is. It's outside this covered arc.
Yeah, yeah. But I'll stop there, and that ends his movement. Ends at 2. I guess I should do the smart thing and take this 8-0 leader and N5. They'll go into the road for 1, 2.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
3,
No, go ahead.
4,
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
and 5.
Okay.
Maybe like, because I don't know what the line of sight is, and well, actually, it doesn't. I'll move him to T3 just because I'm paranoid about this mortar you have. And that will be it for my movement, defensive art.
Okay. Yeah, this mortar is going to fire again at this group.
Sounds good. Same old +2 to hit. All right, well, it's actually flat now because of the acquisition, but
I rolled to hit,
yeah,
not the IFT.
yeah, you rolled to hit the first time. Oh, come. All right, well, yeah, the dice are telling a story here. We gotta respect the dice. I don't, not to say that you're not respecting the dice, but there's something going on here. There's some voodoo going on. So yeah, mortar's broken. Acquisition goes away. Yeah. Next up.
Malfunction. There it is. All right, Fanatic's gonna shoot just straight down the grain again.
Okay.
Would it be? Yeah. Straight
Would it
down the
be? Would it be
grain.
what?
Nothing. That would be 4 + 4, right?
Yeah. No.
And the guy next to him again. That might be something.
8 on 4 is still nothing. Yeah, I know. There's so many times where I think that it should be like a Pintash check or something, but it's not.
All right, the squad is just going to fire, not the rifle, not the ATR, at this squad.
So 2 up 2.
Nope. Oh, I don't know. I think I made a mess out of things here. All right, I think that's it.
Right. Advanced fire phase. I don't think I would get acquisition. I'm just gonna advance fire phase the tank in Z2 against the adjacent guy. Definitely not. That'll be it. Routes. I have none, and I think these guys might. They might be okay. Give me a sec here. So, from here, no. So these guys are just eliminated for failure to route, unfortunately. Thought maybe the diagonal might save them, but...
No, just the leader broke.
Oh, right. Sorry. I don't know why I was thinking that everybody broke, because that guy, yeah, that guy CC reaction fired. So the leader is eliminated for failure to route. It doesn't affect the squad at all. They're still fine. Do they... Oh, hold on. Do you take...
Leader lost task check.
See, I don't know if you take one in a failure to route. Let me see here. 810.2. Whenever... Oh, yeah. So, for each leader eliminated, whether by breaking when already broken, or mortal wound, or any other cause. Wait. But it says for each... After resolution of that attack, if any. Oh, okay. So it's really trying to cover every freaking base. It's a different level. Neither take because... Yeah, same vehicle. Yeah, so all unbroken friendly personnel units with a lower morale level in the same location must take a leader loss morale check or a leader loss task check. But you're not lower, you're equal, so you shouldn't... Unless I've missed something and have been playing it wrong forever, you don't have to take a check. So those guys are just fine. And then these guys don't technically have to move, but you know, you're weighing your chances essentially.
They'll back.
Yeah, I mean that seems too punishable, so I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna care about it.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say the leader is pinned. I took the counter out just because whatever. Because otherwise he can't follow unless you voluntarily break. But then you have to break a leader, and like you can just... I'm fine with you just being able to route him. That's fine.
All right.
Yeah. All right. That's it for routes. Advances. None many. The ATR guy in W3 gets closer to X2. And the leader in T3 will join the broken guys. And that will be it. CC phase, there is one. Infantry always go first. So there's no reason not to attack, because I will still get an attack anyways. So other than, like, I guess for crew small arms, you'd have to roll a 12. I don't want that voodoo on you.
Ah,
You have to roll a 2 essentially to do anything. Excuse me. Just because you're pinned and I'm in motion.
all right. Well, why not? Nothing.
Um, I have a CCV value of so I do odds, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I do odds, which is weird because it's mixing the two systems essentially. Um, but I check it against your CCV, not your IFT. So, um, oh, that's actually, huh? Is it your full CCV or not? That is an interesting question I've never considered. Um, where would I look at this? If I look for CCV 11.5. Multi attackers against a vehicle, capture vehicle, CC versus an AFV. AFV attacks, CC attacks against infantry. There we go. So I use the CMG factor. If I had an AMG, I would use it as well. I don't. May attack. Yeah. So an AFV may combine any CMG, rear machine gun, etc. into one or more combined CC attacks. All such firepower is used to form odd ratios versus the defender CCV and uses the CCT black 2 kill numbers. Is never increased due to any condition, although it may be halved due to motion or versus concealed units, pinned, etc., etc. A defender CCV cannot be reduced below 1. Treat any condition that would do so as a CCDRM instead. Rate of fire doesn't apply, blah, blah, blah. So basically, I'm halved because I'm in motion. By that same logic, you have a -1 to your CCV because you're pinned. I don't think there's any other modifiers. So your CCV value is 4, which means I'm fighting at a 1 to 2. So I need a 4 or less. No. Cool. Flips to a melee. Math. And that's it
Okay.
for turn 2. Turn 3. How you feeling about it so far?
I'm not feeling good.
Do you
I
want
made no progress whatsoever.
to does that mean you want to like pause for next week or the
Yeah, I'm gonna need to think about this. Oh, next week I'm gonna be. I have to go pick up my son from a field
right?
trip,
Gotcha.
so I can't make it.
Yeah, no worries, no
Plus,
worries.
just get back late.
So,
Doesn't get back till late.
so how's this sound? Think about it over the week,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to continue it or not. And then whatever the decision, we'll either play it or we'll move on to the next scenario. No issue on my end, whichever you choose. And if we go to a new scenario, then you've already got all the scenarios I sent already. So
Mm-hmm.
we can look at those, and if those don't interest you, then we can move to September 2nd. So whatever sounds best for you.
All right.
Sound good?
I will let you know.
Awesome.
Okay.
Have a good night, buddy.
Thanks. You too.
Cheers.
Talk to you later.
All right, everybody. Um, just to add, I guess, as an addendum to this, and because if Tenorian ever sees this, I don't want him to come away with like a super negative opinion on stuff. and how he's doing. 4 turns of movement left. Plenty of time to get moving. That's certainly not an issue. It's just one. It's just one map board, which honestly is not that much. You can cross it in 2 turns. Essentially, you got 4. In general, 4 hexes plus an advance. If you CX, you get that extra movement. So, even is he still in here? I don't want to start poking stuff. Okay, so as an example, if the squad in V10 CXs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. I mean, yeah, I guess they're still staying there. You can go to the left where there's less people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Advance. So you're in Z5. Next turn is 1.5, 3. And unfortunately, you're stuck there. You get a leader in that mix. So basically 3 turns because you'd advance, and the next turn you're off board. So there's 3 turns. You would need full movement in your movement for sure, but there's still a leeway of 1 turn. So no reason to feel bad about that at all. You got plenty of movement you can still do to get that exit VP. I have a lot of units in dangerous positions. I don't think this tank it could really just exit. I might not be able to kill him. I don't have my turret pointing the right way. I probably should have turned it so I'm facing Y1. But if Tenorian moves to Y1, I do have an ATR to shoot with. So that is still risky in that sense. But if you move and I miss, you turn for 2, I might try to shoot. And if I risk it on there, these guys get a lot of movement for free. And if this vehicle gets off board, that's 5 points. So easy, essentially. Obviously, there's always a chance of being blown up or whatever, but that's 5 points towards 45. You're a quarter of the way there, essentially. That's pretty good stuff right there. This MMG can take shots at either of these vehicles and has a decent shot at blowing either up. One, because it's adjacent and there's a lot of power there. The other, the armored car, is, well, not buttoned up, but is stopped and super close. So there's a lot of positives there for shooting at it. You can sneak a squad to go fight it if you really wanted to. This malfunction, if I don't repair it, if it breaks, I have to recall it, which is, it doesn't give him points, which is unfortunate, but still, I still have to go down this road. I could probably punch through here, but the TKS is in a position to shoot, so that's not necessarily a problem there. The ATR can still do stuff. This tankette can still shoot at my armored car and get a potential lucky hit. He's only been missing these by like 1 to get an effect. Whether it be immobilized, whether it be a shock, or a stun, I should say. And stuns would be the really big one because those would cause me to recall rather quickly. I think the only thing that Tenorian should look at and like think about in terms of choices of shots, there's no reason not to take a shot from N10 to M8 instead of down the hex, the grain. You're taking a +4 shot instead of a +2. +4 on 4 is not. It's very rare that you're gonna get anything happen. The only other thing I could suggest with regards to this infantry, is like just assault move, or take a risk. They are 8 morale, and I've been doing like super terribly on my IFT rolls. That said, like that's the time when those things turns around, and then everything goes to shit. It's hard to really suggest it. So I don't want to say like this is the thing you should do, because dice are dice no matter what. But it's something to think about. Instead of taking the +4, take a +2, because you're affecting the same thing. and the fire group has not proved itself effective anyways. Um, I'm sure that it'll be something in the back of his mind, and hopefully he's thinking about it, and I'm not just projecting or whatever. But it is easy to tunnel vision and not think about the points that you get for buildings. Um, I'm not sure if Tenorian got into Z9. I'm confident. I'm more than happy to give him the point to get him to 6 so far. I'm not sure if he got into the building. Maybe he did on an advance and I wasn't paying attention to it. I'm just not sure. And that would be an easy point. Same thing with R9. Like, you don't need to quote unquote sacrifice much to get control of it. And it's worthwhile. It's a good jumping stone to R7 as an example, that sort of thing. The setup is not the setup that existed at the start was not bad at all. Um, Sometimes an attack is better when you completely fan out and you don't have any major points of failure. So you can still attack as a giant wave, or you can really make an opponent sweat. As an example, like with my vehicles, like I didn't realize that the armored car didn't have enough movement factors to get in, or movement points, I should say, to get in to overrun. I didn't realize that. I wasn't calculating in my head. There might have been a way for me to get like one extra movement instead of going through the grain and whatever, um, and get that and be able to overrun. But without counting, you don't know. So the MMG shot was not a bad idea whatsoever. Um, it's really just like unfortunate that he didn't get a result on that one to kill. Um, yeah, the vehicle's not moving one for one turn. That unfortunate. I wasn't really sure what Tenorian wanted to do because sometimes he doesn't move a unit. I tend to move more frequently on attack, anyways. Maybe to my own detriment. So I don't want to use. I don't want to say that as a criticism, just as pointing it out as information. Um, these they could have moved. I don't really know what I would do with them or where I would move them. I just would note that they could have moved. Same thing for the leader that brought back the squad. Um, yeah, like I think this scenario is still up for grabs, if I'm being honest. Um, but with that said, I do think it's very tight. Uh, you have to, everybody has to break essentially for you to be able to get a victory in this circumstance, because um, there's not a lot of CVP earned so far, and that's really going to penalize how much you can get at the end of it. There's a lot of points to be had by killing the vehicles, but if my vehicle with the malfunction gun is forced to recall, if I'm very lucky, and at the same on a weird like flip side of the same coin, Tenorian's very lucky that the vehicles so far have not been stunned, because a stun on a one-man turret would force them to immediately recall. Um, Here's a good example of what I'm talking about. So the tankette, if it gets a stun equals recall. So you don't get a second chance. Once you're stunned the first time, that's it. So things to think about, not as criticisms, not as like this is wrong or whatever. Um, I really hope that Tenorian is looking at these at this scenario and the play of it as examples rather than as like cautionary tales, because I don't there's nothing that's like specifically wrong. There's nothing to like heavily criticize. There's just things that I would change personally. But like I was saying, the initial setup, as an example, all of the vital targets, all of the units that needed to be hit were getting shot at. So the tankette in woods, harder to hit. It doesn't need, like, you can go straight down. Um, the only thing I would probably change would probably put the 20L into the center, because it had line of sight on 2 vehicles, and it's a good crossroads to block, in the sense that, um, if these vehicles, if I have a bunch of vehicles on the right, I have to cross this hex grain, or hex line, hex column, whatever you want to call it. I have to cross this in order to get to the other side. So if as an example, you'd set up heavy on the left, well, I need to cross it, but there's a 20 millimeter rate of fire one that's really ready to pummel me, in my side armor, where it'd be super dangerous. So stuff to consider. Um, I hope that people have been watching these, and have been learning and getting a better feel for ASL, both for new players trying to get into it, accommodating to the speed of the game, and um, making sure that, like, they're getting the most out of all their units. It sucks when you're forgetting about units. Like, I didn't move my 8-0, even though I probably should have moved him a turn ago to rescue the broken squad, that sort of thing. Um, you can kind of get into your own headspace and forget about that stuff. So hopefully it's showing people that, like, we're human, and don't feel bad if you're playing ASL and you're not quite grokking it right off the get-go. ASL is a tough game to really, um, sink your teeth in and fully capture everything it's trying to do and what you can do with it. It's a great system, though, and it's why I love it. It's why it's so deep and so rich. Really, just like a lot of possibilities. So, with all that said, me gushing about ASL, and hoping that Tenorian looks at this and doesn't come away with a negative attitude. Uh, should have a game on Saturday. Fingers crossed. Not sure how everything's going to go. Formula One is this weekend, so up in arms. I'm not sure if there'll be a game. If there is one, it'll probably be earlier that day, or whatever. Anyways, hopefully there will be a session. Next Monday, there will be a solo session, because I will be partnerless. So if anybody has any recommendations, if anybody, there's a link to the spreadsheet for the scenarios. So if there's anything that anybody is interested or excited to see, let me know. And until then, have a nice night.